Hello, beautiful world. Faris Al Hajri, PhD, AM, Health Awareness, VTCRC, Virginia Tech Corporate Research Center. Our topic covering about the means of treating diseases. What is the difference between treating the root causes of diseases and the symptoms? Many of you may have heard about that. That's the controversy between the allopathic medicine, conventional medicine, and holistic health. Treating the root cause of disease is the permanent, is the solution that here in the United States, the holistic medicine has gained credibility by gaining that concept that it does focus onto the root cause of diseases. Whereas the conventional medicine, the pills, the medications, the drug, they do not treat the root cause, but they treat the symptoms. And since the disease is still there because it's not being treated by root cause, only by symptoms, then you have a tendency of being again diagnosed with the same disease in a way that it gets stronger and the pills may not go do the function. Then you may need a stronger dosage. That's the reason when you find people who live long with the chronic ailments, diseases, when they go to the physician, a doctor, they have a specific disease. They try to treat it with a drug, prescription drug. Then when the disease reoccurs again, that patient has to go with a stronger dosage. This happened to me and it happened to many people. But before I discover aqua revitalized therapy, myself, married to a nurse, she, by herself, she used to tell me, Ferris, do not take the antibiotic. I used to say, should I listen to you or should I listen to the doctor who prescribed me the medication? She said, yeah, the doctor, because you're crying, you're going to him and you are complaining about the pain. So he needs to help you. But taking this kind of antibiotic, and when your problem comes again, then you need to go with the stronger dosage of antibiotic. Like when I start with 125 milligrams, when the problem is still there, because I'm taking the symptoms, I'm solving the symptoms, then I'll go back to my doctor, then he will prescribe me a stronger dosage of 250 milligrams of antibiotic. So on with the promethazine. When I started to take inhaler for my asthma attack, and I was proclaimed with the asthma attack, advanced chronic asthma attack, then whenever I go to my hospital to get a checkup, because I'm diagnosed with breathing difficulty and so on, then my doctor will prescribe to me stronger dosage, because that's the solution to try to solve the problem, to make you to survive by depending on the medication. So at that time when I used to be sick, the only solution was to take a medication because there's no alternative solution. But when you go back to a lot of prominent physicians, you'll find a solution. Let's go one by one, some of them. And you realize here in the United States of America, many physicians, medical doctors, they are shifting gradually to holistic medicine, alternative medicine, from conventional medicine to holistic medicine. Now, take an example of osteopathic medicine. The founder of osteopathic medicine, Dr. Andrew Taylor Still, in 1700 plus, when he lost 3 of his children, they all died with meningitis. The pills, the prescription drugs that he used to give to his children when they face the problem of the meningitis, they died. So he revolted from the conventional medicine and he said, this medication has killed my children because they did not solve the root cause of the problem of my children being diagnosed with meningitis. So he revolted. You may read that. That's the reason. He founded the first college of osteopathic medicine. Osteopathic medicine in the United States of America. Remember that United States of America is a country of freedom. The Constitution in this country, that's the reason people who were persecuted in their countries, they come from Africa, they come from Europe, they came from Asia, they came from Arab countries, they came from different parts of the world. They came here in the United States of America, the land of opportunity. Because the Constitution in the United States of America is that you have the full freedom of information and as much as you respect the constitutional law of the United States of America. Now what we're doing in our aquapathic medicine, we consider we are the founder of aquapathic medicine. We have the freedom to bring this information that we are not treating the diseases, we are not treating, or alleviate diseases or symptoms. We give information, educational, and it's on the people to choose. So I have a full freedom to share the information, and it's on the people to judge. So if I do it wrong and somebody is affected with what I provide to people, then I can be sued. This is what we call the land of opportunity, the land of freedom, United States of America. Now, well, with osteopathic medicine, Dr. Andrew Taylor Steele, the founder of the first College of Osteopathic Medicine. Now, osteopathic medicine is spreading all over the United States of America. Here in Virginia, we have one college here in Blacksburg. There is another in Auburn, another, just the VCOM itself, the Edward College of Osteopathic Medicine. They have 4 colleges, North Carolina, Auburn, and Blacksburg, and the 4th one is on the way, going to open very soon. In the United States, there are plenty of them. I think more than 60. I mean, you can Google that. It's growing very fast. And they have the freedom to practice medicine. Their license is equivalent to a medical doctor. But the osteopathic doctor, they do not prescribe drug. They keep the drug as the last option. Well, going to holistic health, go to the American Holistic Health Association. I'm a member of that. You will realize that they talk about treating the root cause of a disease more than just treating the symptom. So they talk that the drugs that we take, prescription drugs that you go to a physician to write, they prescribe for you with a specific ailment or symptom, then when they give you a prescription drug, it does not solve the root cause of the disease, only the symptom. Then you have a problem that may arise later on. This used to happen to myself before I discovered aquapathic medicine, hot water therapy. Now, why we emphasize about the hot water therapy as it solves the root cause. And we do not only focus into diseases, because diseases, they fall under one part, the physical part, the physical health. Obesity falls under physical health. Fitness, your body fit, your activity, energy that you have all the time, all this, they fall under the physical health. But then we have the emotional health, the mental health, and the spiritual health. So what we found, what we discovered, is the ultimate root cause of every single abnormal function of the human body. So when you have a disease, say for example, diabetes. Diabetes, for me, I consider is not a disease. It is the abnormal function of your body when your body lacks or is depleted from its essential body's fuels. With the same as a vehicle, when it's depleted from fuels, then it will not run. And when you talk about the fuel of the vehicle, the brake oil, engine oil, the transmission oil, the coolant, all these fall under fuel. Now, with a human being, when we study the human biology, we study the human, how does it function, the body, we discovered that the human body fully rely on four essential elements of life. I coined them the FEEL, F-E-E-L, namely water, oxygen, hydrogen, energy. Take an example of the liver. Albert Szent-Györgyi, the Nobel Prize winner, Hungarian American biochemist, who emphasized about hydrogen in the human body. When he talk about the human body, the organs, they store hydrogen. And the largest amount of hydrogen is stored in the liver, because the liver, it falls in the forefront to protect us against all toxins. So it flush out the toxins from the body. Now, what he found, that the human body, the benefit of hydrogen, the human body stores huge amount of hydrogen in all the organs, most of the organs. The heart, the spleen, the kidney, and so on, the lungs. But the lungs, they store the largest amounts. And he found that hydrogen is the most powerful antioxidant. But he did not say where you get hydrogen in your body, but he found about the benefit of hydrogen. We discovered that hydrogen comes from the hot water. Let me go too quickly into that. So, the root cause of a disease is because your body, it's depleted from essential elements. It's depleted from any one of them. If your body has the lower gauge of amount of water, then something will go wrong. That's where a disease comes. If your body is depleted from the minimum amount of oxygen, then again, something will go wrong, like your lungs or shortness of breath. If your body is depleted or is lower with the amount of hydrogen, again, something will go wrong. Like Albert Szent-Györgyi, he in his Nobel Prize speech, he emphasized in the human body with the hydrogen that there is only one energy in the entire living system. And without hydrogen, the entire living organism will collapse. There's only one energy, the hydrogen, in his Nobel Prize. And if your body is depleted, I mean, with the minimum, and then get lower than the minimum amount of energy, again, your body will not function. So the root cause here is that we emphasize the root cause is when your body is depleted from one or more or all of all the four essential elements of life: water, oxygen, hydrogen, and energy. And we reconnect that. Of course, a lot of medical doctors, they already revolved. They are now shifting into holistic. I was trained by Dr. Andrew Weil, Dr. Deepak Chopra, Dr. Ozzy, through my health coach training with the IIN, Institute for Integrative Nutrition, New York, 2019, the largest integrative nutrition school in the world. I benefited a lot. I found many of these medical doctors, they're now supporting, fully support the holistic health, holistic medicine. And based on the osteopathic medicine, the tenet, one of the tenets of osteopathic medicine is that the body has its innate ability to self-healing, self-protection, and self-maintenance, self-regulation. But what we discovered is the other part of osteopathic medicine. So aquapathic medicine is the fuel the body relies to maintain its innate ability to do all this function. Take an example of Dr. F. Batmangalij, the American Iranian medical doctor. He was trained by Alexander Fleming. They used to call him Dr. Batman. What did he say? Though that he was trained to treat by medication, prescription drugs, then he revolted. Then he said, "You are not sick. You are thirst. Do not treat thirst with medication." Because simply he found that the human body relies on the so-called the water. His research were only focusing on the water. My best friend, Dr. Thomas, he just passed away last year from Las Vegas. He was already old, 70 years old. May his soul rest in peace. He was a very close friend of mine because he was supporting our aquapathic medicine. And he wanted us to open a clinic in Las Vegas together. He was an experienced doctor, a surgeon for 35 years. Then one of the media interview, I remember we were in the Philippines because he was married to a Filipina, but his wife also passed away. First his wife passed away, then followed by him about a couple of months. Dr. Thomas, during the interview in the Philippines, in a TV interview, he said, "I didn't know that I was practicing voodoo, whereas the fact is that I left the voodoo." And when I asked him after the interview, "What did you mean by voodoo?" He said, "Yeah, because practicing allopathic medicine is voodoo. Giving a patient pill for the reason to try to treat that person, I'm practicing voodoo. So that's the reason why I revolted, and I no longer, for more than 10 years, I no longer use the prescription drugs. I no longer use the allopathic medicine. So I shifted completely to holistic medicine." So root cause of disease are falling when the body is depleted from its essential fuels. And those fuels, they are the exclusive source of creation and growth of every human being without any exception. During the fetal growth of a baby, fully relies on amniotic fluid, and amniotic fluid, several series of our video, we talk about it. These fuels, they play a big role to make the baby to grow, and amniotic fluid is simply hot water, amniotic fluid. In addition, not just only that, that's the reason why our health also is fully interrelated with the nature. That's why I love nature. I enjoy nature. I want to do some time recording outside, because without paying tribute to nature and understand the nature, then you don't have a good health. So I have achieved my entire physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health. But also, in addition to that, I realized that to pay tribute to nature, it's another way to maintain my entire holistic health. And for one reason, now it's raining. This water that's falling during the rain is from the water cycle, hydrological cycle. Whereas the fact, hydrological cycle is originated from the hot water. When the surface of the ocean, they get heated with the sunlight, they become hot. To turn from warm water to hot water, then they start to evaporate. That's the hydrological cycle. And from there, goes to become clouds, And from cloud, again, you have condensation, so precipitation and so on, all this. So the water cycle is originated from the hot water. That's the reason. We found the root cause of any wrong in your body is when your body is depleted from all these essential elements of life. When something wrong with the nature is because we do not understand, we do not pay tribute, we do not protect the environment, we do not understand the value of nature unless we lose it. When people live in big cities, jungle cities, concrete jungles like New York City, like when I am in New York from time to time, when I go to visit the garden which is in the Times Square, you see thousands of people there. They go there just to relax, to enjoy the nature. Why? Because everywhere you have tall buildings and people, they get fed up. They lose the connection with the nature. When you meet them, I talk to them and say, I miss nature. I sometimes want to retreat, get away from the city in a weekend just to relax because I miss the nature. That's why nature and health, they're all interrelated. And the hot water is the bridge, as we mentioned, the source of creation and growth of every human being. In addition, the source of every living organism on this earth planet, our beautiful earth planet. So understand the root cause when you get sick. That's only the physical. When you become obese, you want to maintain your weight, be fit, it's falling under physical. When you want to feel the activity, the energy within your body, when you are lack of the energy, stress, it's from the physical. But again, go again with the emotional. Emotional. The hormonal changes in your body. These hormones, they play every single function to control the blood sugar, to the serotonin about the happiness, the dopamine about the sex. All these hormones, they play a big role in making who we are, the way we think, the way we act, the way we interrelate with the people and to interact with the people. Then you have the mental health, your brain capability to achieve more productivity, to become more productive and achieve the full satisfaction of who you are. Then you have finally the spiritual health. So the root cause of a collapse of any of the health, of the physical, the emotional, mental, and spiritual, the root cause of any disease is when the body is completely running below the minimum amount of these fuels, the FEL, F-E-E-L, 4 essential elements of life. Thank you, beautiful world. We wish you a wonderful time, wonderful time. We sacrifice our life to post videos that can change your life. You have already the solution to be healthy in 4 aspects. You have no more to worry about diseases. You have no more to worry about the COVID-19, coronavirus. You have nothing to worry. And we are trying our best, to the best we could, to bring this scientific discovery, supported by clinical trials, independent, to the best we could do. 3 clinical trials done in rats in Algeria, with a wonderful positive results. Now we try to do the best to get on human beings and getting these results published in scientific journals and get this spread all over the world and become the doctor of the future, including you. Many of you already the doctor, and the future is now. No more worry about disease. No more worries about all these complications. Enjoy your life. You deserve to live the best life of you, because you're here for how many years being alive? 70 years, 80 years, 100 years? Enjoy it. You deserve to reach the 5 factors of wealth. 5. Power of faith. Number 2, sperm's health, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. The entire holistic health. Number 3, happiness. Number 4, skill and knowledge. Number 5, opulence. Money, money, money. Who doesn't want money? You want money. So you can be wealthy, not just only be rich. Being rich is only money. Here we emphasize about the 5 factors of wealth. The first and second and third and fourth and fifth. Lastly, I'll repeat it again. Number 1, power of faith, devotion, power of determination. Number 2, the holistic health, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Number 3, happiness. Number 4, skill and knowledge. Number 5, opulence, lot of money, richness. You can be. It's not impossible. Whatever the mind of a man shall, whatever the mind shall, whatever the mind can conceive, the mind shall receive. Napoleon Hill. Have a wonderful day, beautiful world. Please allow me to send you showers of love, hugs, and kisses. Bye-bye. Take care.